Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me for Bitcoin's May predictions. I wanted to do a video about XRP. I wanted to see if I could find anything about the case with the SEC, when it's going to end. And I found 3 different horoscopes. But thanks to a couple of my Twitter friends, you know who you are, they sent me the information. In fact, I have 2 dates that I think they are correct. The first one is January 1st, 2013, and the second one is just 2nd, 2012. I guess I'm going to work on both charts to see if I can find something interesting to share with you on my next video. We're not going to go to many astrological details for May. There are some amazing astrologers you can listen to on YouTube, but the markets are influenced by what's happening in the world, which is described in the collective chart. But in brief, May looks a very interesting month. As many of you know, we're in the middle of eclipse season. On the 16th, we have a full moon total eclipse in Scorpio. Eclipses are opportunities for change. They are indicators for turning points. Mercury goes retrograde middle of the month until the first week in June. We have strong Pisces energy beginning of the month, and then it changes into Aries energy. With the Aries energy, there is a need of starting something new, but you better wait until after the 20th of June. What else we have? We have Jupiter enters Aries on the 12th, and on the 24th, Mars moves into Aries. Sun moves into Gemini on the 20th, and we have a new moon in Gemini on the 30th. The full moon eclipse on the 16th, although it has some nice aspect, the square to Saturn points out to major shifts, endings, and decisions. Especially if you're a Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or Aquarius. If you're born around these dates, you can see the dates on your screen. Or if you have any personal planets or ascendant around the 25th degree of the above signs. Initially, the change that occurs with the eclipses may surprise you and upset you. But with the positive aspects of this eclipse, there is no doubt that after a while, you'll be thankful for the way things turn out. Sometimes we experience the effect of the eclipses immediately or a bit later, sometimes up to a year. Now to Bitcoin. I would like to remind you that this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial expert. And although my predictions for April did okay, I'm not sure how correct my predictions will be for May. Bitcoin's chart was pretty complicated, and with all this happening this month, well, we will see. But don't judge me very hard. There are good aspects and also not so good aspects in May, but it doesn't look like May will be a month that we will see an all-time high for Bitcoin. The first week of the month, the sextile Jupiter to Pluto is a nice and favorable indicator for the markets in general. The trine from North Node to Saturn's Bitcoin indicates that Bitcoin is strong, but the square to Neptune shows indecision, uncertainty, and confusion, which I guess it has to do with the situation we're in now, the war and the financial changes. I'm recording this few days before the eclipse on the 30th, the 30th of April, which has nice aspects to Bitcoin. And until the 8th, Bitcoin looks like it could be moving upwards. A small correction is possible on the 4th with Venus-Pluto square and also some moon difficult aspects, and a semi-sextile of Venus and Bitcoin with Venus. On the 9th, Mercury is stationary, going retrograde, And that usually shows a change of directions or price fluctuations. Until the eclipse on the 16th, there aren't many positive aspects that show an increase in price. We may be going sideways or a small correction is possible. But a bigger correction, I believe, we will have with the eclipse on the 16th, which squares Bitcoin's Neptune. And there's also a Mars-Saturn opposition. There are nice aspects coming in a few days, so it looks like this correction, it could last for a few days. The Sun-Jupiter favorable aspect and the upcoming Jupiter-Moon and Mercury nice aspects around the 19th is probably a good indication that we may have some good news for Bitcoin. The price could go up these days, but how much, I'm not sure. There are a few difficult moon aspects and the Mars-Pluto square around the 24th, which that could mean a small correction around these days. With new moons, the price of Bitcoin usually goes up, but this new moon in Gemini on the 30th has two aspects, one of Mars and the moon conjunction and the square to Bitcoin's Mars, that I don't really like. Therefore, a correction is possible for the next few days. But June the 3rd, the market direction will change when Mercury goes direct. It usually does, but we'll talk about it later this month. As I mentioned before, the summer months look more positive for crypto, and although I still remain optimistic, I don't think 2022 will be, let's say, the best year for Bitcoin. But next year, around this time, when Pluto moves into Aquarius, things will change for the better. I did do a video about it, the revolutionary change of society and economy, which actually is my favorite people, although not many people watched it. Anyway, that's it, guys. Don't judge me hard on my predictions for May if they're not very accurate. Take care and warm greetings from Cyprus. Bye.